What's good, y'all? It's Coffee back at it with some more news topics. We got some NFL sports news, some hip hop news, and all that, man. And jumping right into it, Deshaun Watson. This situation been lingering on forever. Some time back, we saw that criminally, you know what I mean? They decided there was no case. They didn't have anything to prosecute, and ish was wild after that because then, you know, as far as the civil side of things with all these different accusers, we did see some stuff leaked out that looked to be a little questionable, and it was kind of wild to me, right? Like, how could there be these things that seem a little off, but criminally, they just were saying, hey, there's not anything here. We don't have anything. I don't know. It's just been wild, comment and let me know what you guys think. But you see, a final decision has been made as far as the season goes. I know the Browns franchise, they gave up that crazy contract, I believe fully guaranteed, like an astronomical contract. So he's going to be out 6 games. I forget who their backup is. Comment anyone if you remember. But what do you guys think about this situation? From day one, it was just kind of wild. Like, the amount of accusers had a lot of people saying, oh, this guy's like, he was some kind of serial violator or something like that. You know what I mean? But then there were some other things that were odd, like the way the accusers came from. It almost seemed like one attorney rounded them all up. I don't know. It was very, I don't want to say bizarre, but there's just, like, I don't know. It's a wild situation. I don't know really what to make of it. When they came forward and said we have no criminal charges, I said, this guy's totally clean, but I don't know. You guys let me know what you think. Let me know what you think about this decision, 6 games. Let's talk about it below in the comments. Man, check this out. You guys see this Lil Durk injured by a pyrotechnic malfunction at Lollapalooza, and motherfuckers was throwing milk at Dirk. Like, I forget what part of the country this was at, but I don't know. I guess someone was there that didn't care for Dirk. It's hard to tell too at the moment how severe these injuries were. Like, that ish can melt your face right off. We've seen it in the past. Right? Didn't Michael Jackson get burnt up or whatever? Was it a Pepsi commercial? I forget. But hopefully Dirk's all right. It's crazy too. You see when they threw the milk at him, he caught the carton like, yo, what the fuck y'all doing, man? But that's a rough day. That's a rough concert to be burnt in the grill and hit with some milk. You know what I mean? If he could have got the milk after the burn, he may have been able to soothe the burn with the milk, maybe, or no? I don't know. And then to get into this big news that everyone is talking about, Mystikal back in jail with some very serious, heinous allegations. You see, he was charged with, first degree R word, right? Simple robbery, domestic abuse, battery, false imprisonment, and simple criminal damage to property. Reportedly, I guess, from the way it sounds, this would have been his girl or a girl he was staying with. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? You see the domestic on the domestic abuse battery, but police responded to a woman who was making a complaint of actual assault at a hospital. They spoke with her. They went, picked Mystikal up. He's sitting in jail. Reportedly, he goes to court tomorrow to see if he's going to get a bail. What do you guys think, man? Will there be no bail? We know Mystikal, obviously, everyone knows he did 6 years for some Wicket type allegations. Well, not allegations. He was convicted of them. If I remember correctly, he pled out. And we're going to talk a little bit more about that in a moment. But after he came home back in 2017, 2018, he was accused of the same type of ish. Sat in jail for a year and a half with no bail, then posted a $3 million bail, ultimately beat the case. So I know a lot of people may say, hey, this woman's lying. She very well could be. I don't know. You know what I mean? This is just allegations at this point. But for me, when it comes to Mystikal, and listen, was a huge fan of Mystikal. I mean, listen, the energy that this dude has in his music, the way he flows, like, he brought something different to the game. Like, way back when No Limit was the ish, Mystikal was my favorite. Mystikal and Silk the Shocker were my favorite artists. And there was a track too that was on the Busta Rhymes Extinction Level Event album with Mystikal. Is they wilding with us or getting rowdy with us? Where, you know what I'm saying? Them collabing, it was crazy. Can y'all imagine that? Like Busta Bus and Mystikal on the same track. I believe Busta Rhymes also was on one of Mystikal's earlier projects as well. But you know, with those allegations that he was indeed convicted of and did that time, it was like, man, I just was always kind of like, man, I ain't fucking with Mystikal no more, because he was ready to plea, or he did plea out, right? But the way it all went, I guess, is they had worked out a deal, you know what I'm saying, where he was going to plead out and get probation. And there was a tape of the incident, because if you guys recall, Mystikal's hairdresser, I guess, was stealing money from him, or he was trying to extort her. It was like a wild situation, but there was a tape of the disturbing, disgusting acts. And when the judge or the court, someone from the court saw the case, they said, listen, we can't do this deal. There's no way we can give this man probation. He's got to go away behind this. It was on tape. You know what I mean? So that always kind of had me saying, man, I can't fuck with Mystikal at all. You know, he ended up doing that time again. He beat the second time he was accused of this type ish, but here he is again. He very well could end up with no bail, being that he is a registered offender and charged with this type of ish. They may elect to deny him bail. Again, we'll have to see in the morning. I'll definitely update you guys on that. But let me know what y'all think about this. You know, I know a lot of people may say, oh, you know, this woman could be lying. That is very possible. We'll have to follow this case and break down the info as it comes our way. But man, people are wilding in the comments, man. You see someone said, take it fast, watch yourself. Like, y'all are crazy with that comedy, man. But tap in, let me know what you guys think about this. Aside from these allegations and stuff like that, Mystikal's 51. You know, he never really was to get his career jumping again after he came home. Like, he did have some hits here and there, but for the most part, you know, it was her. Did he even have hits in there, here and there? I know there was a situation where he got down with Cash Money, and he had a video with Lil Wayne on it and everything, but ultimately, I don't believe a whole project came out. But I don't know. I think Mystikal's pretty much washed on the, you know, music side of things. But tap in, let's talk about it all, let's break it down, all these news stories. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the like button, guys. Do me that solid. I love bringing you guys this content and tapping in, coffee, talking it up with y'all in the comments. Catch you on the next video. It's Jay Coffee Talk, talking music, news, sports, current events, life, and much more. I'm up out here, y'all. Peace.